Good morning, students. In previous lecture, we have discussed about Hoover weavers and decline of Indian textile. Today, we are going to discuss about cotton textile in our country, in India, when they were set up and from where they were getting their raw material and which type of mill was started and who started the mill of cotton textile in our country. Students, in our country, in India, the first cotton mill was set up in 1854 in Bombay, which is in present time known as Mumbai, and it was started by the Gujarati people and Parsi people, and it received the raw material from the belt of black soil in western part of our country in India. There Maharashtra and Karnataka, and at that time the Gujarat was port city. From Gujarat, the raw cotton was exported to China and England, but from the beginning of the 18th century, the importance of Bombay port was increased, and in that area, in Bombay, the first mill was started by the Gujarati and by the Parsi businessmen who made lot of profit by exporting raw material, raw cotton to England and China. In 19th century, about 84 mills were set up in Bombay, and as you know, it was set up by the Parsi and the Gujarati. Here the cotton mills come up. The first in Ahmedabad was started in 1861. In Ahmedabad in 1861, then a year later, after 1 year, a mill was set up in Kanpur in United Provinces. It was the beginning of Indian textile. At that time, our businessmen, Parsi and Gujarati people, they set up the cotton textile in our country. First, in 1854, the mill which was started, that was spinning, that was of making thread, fiber of the cotton. The condition of our Indian textile was not so good at that time, because there was a competition with the textile which were made in England, in Manchester. They were cheap than our Indian textile cloth because they were stabilized earlier, and there was great technical difference between Indian textile company and England's textile company, and also India was not exporting to other countries because at that time industrialization was started all over the world, and there was a protection for their own industries. That is why they were giving importance to their own industry. They were banned or they were imposing very much tax on the import of good from the other country. That is why India was unable to compete with other country, and also in our country there was a rule of Britishers, and they do not take any care of India's industries because they were not interested. But at the time of First World War, our Indian textile became so good because there was a great demand from the England for the submission of required material textile to their soldiers, and the production of textile was decreased in England. They were busy in fighting First World War. At that time we got chance to develop our industries, our Indian textile. Next topic which we are going to discuss, it is the sword of Tipu Sultan and Urj steel. Students, it is the part of smelting. It is about iron smelters of our India. With the story of this Tipu Sultan's sword, it is going to explain you that how prosperous our smelters were there, and they were producing very good quality of iron steel. Here this is the story of Tipu Sultan, who ruled on Mysore in present time, which is the part of Karnataka. He ruled up to 1799. He fought 4 wars with British, and he got death when he was fighting with British, and he does not left his sword. While he died, his sword was in his hand, and his sword was too hard and too sharp. Present time it is Tipu's legendary sword are now part of a valuable collection in museum in England. It is in England. It is kept in museum because it was of good quality steel, which was made in southern India. The smelter of southern India, they made this type of steel in mud pot by using coal of wood, and they know about how much temperature is required for making this type of steel. This steel is known as urj steel, and it was made it was produced in southern part of our country, in southern India. But when the rule of Britishers started, at that time there was a decline of Indian iron and steel, wood steel production, because they do not got any support from the Britishers, British rule, and they bring the iron and steel which was made in England, and they sell in our country. In this way, our smelters, our production of iron and steel at the time of British rule declined due to their action, due to their ignoring